How would you like to know how to make healthy choices when you go out to eat with friends? That's what I want to share with you guys today. So, how many of you guys have been asked in the past before, like, hey, let's go for Friday night dinner or let's go for Saturday night? And you're like, yeah, sweet, where are we going? We're going to Indian or we're going to Thai or anything. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh God, and you start stressing out because you want to be able to make healthy choices because you're trying to lose weight. And your friends and family don't really care because they're not trying to lose weight, so they're happy to eat anything. But then you start stressing and internalizing. You're like, oh, what am I gonna eat? What's a healthy choice? I'm gonna feel bad, and I know it's been a struggle because I've been in that situation. And I actually want to share with you guys about what used to happen to me. So I used to have such an unhealthy relationship with food because it's called orthorexic, right? Where you focus on being too healthy. All you do is focus on health foods. And I used to actually cause myself so much stress when my family wanted to go out for dinner, and we used to go out to Sizzler, right? And so I would get so stressed when we go out there. Some days I would fight with my family that I didn't want to go. And other days if I would go there, I would go and binge eat. Like I would go and say, okay, I'm only going to have this, and then I would stress, and then I'd just decide to have this and this because it was Sizzler and I had the buffet. And I'd end up either eating too much or not eating the right amount of food, and then I would feel super guilty for it. And you know what I used to do after that? I used to go straight to the gym. I'd sneak out, I'd get home, I'd go down to the gym, the 24-hour gym that I was at, and I would go and do cardio for hours just because I did not understand about how to make healthier choices at dinner, and I just didn't have a good mindset about food. So I don't want you guys to be on the same stress as me because that was a really bad time for me. So when it comes to eating out, the first thing I always recommend is that you guys, we can do your research. It's really easy now for you to jump online and for you to look up the place you're going to go. So let's say I was going to go to Thai food tonight. I would jump on the website, thaipatong.com, and then I can see what type of foods they've actually got. Once you know what type of foods they've got, then you can make the decision about what's going to be a better option for you. Because if you don't know what's there, when you get there, then you've got to think about what you want to eat. Then you're going to see what everyone else is going to eat. Then all those type of things, those social environments, the way you feel at that time, it's all going to change. So if you do your research ahead of time and just have a look what's on the menu, then you've got a better way of being able to make a decision. So let's say you're going to go and get some Thai food, like I said. You know, you've got your curries with all coconut milk and stuff with it. You've got stir-fried rice. You've got a whole bunch of different options, right? So then you want to go, okay, this looks alright. I want to have a look at that. And then all I want you to do is type it in Google. Let's put in there, basil chicken fried rice or basil chicken chili, whatever you're going to have, in Google, and then write nutritional information. What that's going to do is spit you out a couple of generic things to give you an idea about what's in that food. So you're going to know how much protein, carbohydrates, fats, and calories are in it. And it's going to give you an idea about what you can consume. So if you go, oh my God, that's really high in carbohydrates and fats, well then you can make the decision earlier ahead of time to eat less carbohydrates and fats during the day. So it's not going to be as detrimental for you. So the first thing you always want to do is what I recommend to my clients. Do research. You can even jump on your phone really quickly and have a quick look. So after doing your research, then you know about what you get, what types of things you can choose, and what's actually those foods are made up of. Another thing you guys can do is when you're at the restaurant, ask the waiter. You're paying a good amount of money to be at that restaurant, right? Or to go wherever you're going to go. Ask them how they cook things because they are there to serve you at the end of the day. And if they're not serving you and you're uncertain and you go, oh, that looks like a healthy choice, I'm going to choose that. Then you choose it and it comes out and it's got oil poured all over it and it's got coconut milk all through it and coconut cream. Well, then you've just got a whole bunch of other calories given to you that you weren't expecting. And then you start feeling guilty because in the time you'll eat it, it tastes good, but then you'll start stressing after because you're like, oh my God, that was a lot of calories I just ate. So asking the waiter ahead of time, how do you cook this? Oh, is that actually cooked in a whole bunch of curry sauce? Can you take it away? Are you able to take it away? Are you able to substitute? Because doing things like that, they like people, some of you're like, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person who asks the questions. Or you can be that person, or you can be the person who doesn't lose weight every week because you haven't made those decisions, because you don't want to be unsocially really, like, you know, you don't want to be the unsocial in this situation. But if you have certain goals, just making certain decisions like that, asking the waiter questions, is going to be very, very helpful for you towards your fat loss goals. Another rule that I like to implement is called the 2-minute rule. So if you haven't decided ahead of time, which I suggest you do, what you've got is 2 minutes to open your menu, make a decision, and close it. Because what I used to do, and a lot of people still do, is it's called analysis paralysis. We look and we go, oh, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good, and we're looking and we're like, oh, and then you start feeling, you actually don't enjoy the food as much because there's so many things there, and when you make a decision, you're not sure if you made the right one. So give yourself 2 minutes and make it fun. Make everyone do it. Say, hey guys, let's set a rule. As soon as we open the menu, we've got 2 minutes to make a decision, and then we go from there. So you look in there and you think you might, because the first thing that's going to come to your head is, oh, that's healthy. And as soon as you see that and you go, oh, that's what I'm going to have, boom, that's what I'm going to have. So instead of thinking, oh, that's healthy, but oh, this one looks really good, and oh, this one. If you've got a quick decision where you have to make 2 minutes, you're most likely going to make a healthier choice because your mindset's thinking, I want to make a healthier choice first. So that's the first thing it's going to go towards. So the 3 things you've got so far. Do your research ahead of time. Where are you going to go? What type of food do they have? What's the nutritional component? Number 2 is to ask the waiter, how's it cooked? Can I get this steam fried? Can I get this? Like I always ask, can I get my steamed vegetables? Number 3, make a 2-minute rule where as soon as you open that menu, you go, okay, I'm going to find something healthy. I've got 2 minutes. Boom, that's exactly what I'm going to have. And then that's how you guys can make simple decisions. Now, I want to talk to you about the little things that come up too. So let's say you go into a Greek restaurant or a Lebanese restaurant. They bring out bread. Let's say after dinner, everyone's going to get dessert. What do you do in these situations? The first thing is when it comes to them bringing out bread, if you're someone who can't handle bread, tell the waiter, excuse me, can you please take this away? Or put it away from you. Tell the friends and family, guys, I want you to hang on to the bread. I don't want to have any. Because it's that creeping thing. It's that little bit of entree where you can go, oh, I'm going to have some bread. No. I'm going to have one more piece. I'm talking to people. I'm socializing. And that's when you realize you just ate like 4 or 5 pieces of garlic bread or whatever you've had. And it's just all those calories adding up. So keep the bread away from you at the end of the day. Stick it away. If none of you want to have it, tell the waiter, hey, I don't want bread. Simple as that. Another thing you guys want to think about is being a swapper. So if you go, oh, I can only get, I've had people tell me, I can only get, I got a really good burger, but they had chips, and so I just had a couple of chips here and there. Now, chips aren't too bad if you have a couple, but most people can't stop at a couple. I can't stop at a couple. So ask if you can swap. Can I swap chips for boiled potato? Can I swap chips for a salad? Can I swap chips for veggies? Remember, at the end of the day, they're there to help you. You're paying a lot of money, so don't feel guilty about asking for these things. You can make the right decisions. So guys, that's the end of the video. You've got all those things into place. 5 quick tips. Do your research ahead of time. Ask the waiter how it's cooked and if you can change anything. Do the 2-minute rule. Get the bread away from you and say, hey, I don't want to be able to eat the bread. Can you guys keep it away from me, or can we just not bring it? And then ask to be a swapper. That's how you make great decisions, guys. If you want to learn more about how to make healthy decisions with nutrition during the day, if you really want to work towards that summer body, make sure you click the link below because I'm sending my free top 10 food guides I always recommend to make sure you're getting a healthy food. So, till next time, speak to you then.